Well, hello there. Good afternoon from the hurricane. I'm here in Raleigh, North Carolina at my house because the store is closed because we're not crazy. So far so good. It's rainy, it's windy, but nothing bad has happened. No major trees have fallen, no big puddles. We know the rain's still coming, but hopefully it won't stay too long. But to prepare for this hurricane, I brought all my craft supplies home because I'm never not working. So I wanted to show you something I'm pretty excited about. This morning I did an Instagram live video on this, and if you want to see that, it's in my story, or you can watch this. It's going to be kind of the same thing. I've got a new craft that is brought to us by my friend Lou Horton from Lou Horton Sculpture. Her Instagram account is Lou Horton Sculptor. You should look it up. She makes these really cute little ceramic fired bisqueware figurines. And these are just some little bunnies. I painted this one this morning. You can check out that video in our Instagram story. And these are pretty regular, but what Lou likes to do is take the different molds that she got and switch the heads and bodies. So you end up with some really cute stuff like this mermaid with a catfish head. There's a bunch like this. She's got little bunnies on cherub bodies. She's got a mermaid with a poodle head, which is great. Tons of them. You can find them on her Instagram at Lou Horton Sculptor. But what we're doing is we are going to work together. Lou's going to teach a class at Craft Habit on how to paint these, and we're also making kits. So if you can't come to the class, you can come pick up a kit. It'll have your little naked sculpture. It'll have some paints in it, a paintbrush, some instructions. I know Lou's working on a video too, but we're also going to do a class, maybe a couple classes. It's going to be really fun. They're small, they're quick, they're really cute, and I am not a painter, but I'm trying this out, so if I can do it, you can do it. So this morning, like I said, I already painted the little bunny, and he's just blue with some accents. He's got some shiny stuff on his tail. So now I am tackling the mer catfish, I guess she is. I started off, I went ahead and did a little prep. I painted her tail this sort of dark teal, and then the rest of her this like silvery, glittery gray, because she's a fish, or like 3/4 fish. Fish with human arms. Super weird, but I like it a lot. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm just going to go on top and add some different accents. I've got this nice brighter turquoise I'm going to use. I'm going to get her some eyes and stuff, and just see how it goes. What's nice about this is bisqueware is very absorbent, so the paint dries really fast. It soaks in a lot of paint, but the color stays bright. But it dries fast. I only painted this maybe 10 minutes ago. It's totally dry. You can go right on top. You can add paint to it. If you've got paint pens, you could do a little more detail work. I might try and scare a paint pen later and maybe give her like a cool little tattoo. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. So I'm going to start. Got some teeny brushes, and I'm going to start with my turquoise paint. A backtrack note: when I painted the large portions of the body, I watered the paint down. It goes on smoother. You don't have as many brush lines. But now that I'm going to do some accent stuff, I'm going to keep the paint as is, a little bit thicker, at least to start out. See how that goes. If I need to thin it down, I can, but if it's thinned down a lot, it'll run and it won't go exactly where I want it to go. So I'm going to try and just kind of bring this in and out as I work so you can see what's going on. So I've got some turquoise. I'm going to start on her tail. You probably can't see it very well, but there's some texture here baked into the ceramic, so I'm just going to follow that. Hi guys, I can see you're typing things. This is like actually really far away from me, so thanks. I will try to answer questions. Oh, thanks Erin. Yes, this is my apron that I made. We'll do a class on that too, but now I'm cross-promoting. So I'm going to get back to some painting. I think this little lady needs a name. So if there are any suggestions out there for a name, I'd be happy to hear them. I might be a little bit nervous. I don't paint much, and I definitely never paint live. So we'll see what happens. Luckily, turquoise is my lucky color, so I think it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to follow these lines and try not to be too shaky. Actually, I think now I'm making up my own lines because my hands aren't super steady. I think normally if I was doing this, I would like hunch down and keep everything tight. I'm gonna try and do it so you can actually see what I'm doing. But that's okay because my philosophy for samples, especially for classes, is I'm not going to do them perfect because number one, I can't. And number two, I want to make sure that when someone comes to a class, that the craft is approachable, that they feel like they can do it to their ability, each student to their ability, and can like what they make. So I know that a lot of times you come into a class and you see a beautiful sample and it can be intimidating or it can make you feel less confident about your own work. And I'm against that. I think crafting classes are for teaching you a skill, but also teaching you how to like learn step by step and learn to embrace your mistakes as design choices. And also to know that the first time you do something, it's not going to be perfect. And the 10th time you do something, it's not going to be perfect because there's no such thing as perfect. Alright, so got some little stripies going on the tail there. They're perfect, right? I'm going to do some on the back. And she's got kind of just like winged it around the transition between her tail and her human torso. I think I'm going to go in there with this light blue and do some texturizing. It'd be cool to like do a little shell bikini, but it's definitely not in my skill set. So I'm going to do what I know I can succeed at, which is polka dots. I can do polka dots. And stripes. So what kind of hurricane crafting are you doing today? Earlier I talked to someone who is doing needle felting, which is awesome. It's a good one you can do with electricity out. I know at the store at Craft Habit this week, a lot of people came in and got embroidery kits, things you can do crafting by candlelight. Now, a lot of stuff needs a hot glue gun, but painting doesn't. I guess if my lights weren't on, this would be a little tougher. Well, I couldn't broadcast it, but I could still do it. Oh, thank you. Just these are my pom-pom tassels. This is I'm here in my dining room, enjoying the sound of the rain right now while it's not too hard and it's staying where it's supposed to stay and it's not flooding the roads and it's not flooding anywhere that I am. Alright, so I've striped the front and the back, and this again is almost dry. Like since I started doing it, it's pretty much drying as I go, which is great. And I think I'm just going to do a little line of polka dots. And, well, these aren't really dot shaped. A line of abstract spots all around her. Now it looks like she's wearing a fancy ball gown. I really like her pose. I feel like she should have a little telephone in her hand because she's about to gossip to somebody. Let's see. I think I'll leave her tail like that for now. She's got a little bit of texture on there. And I'm going to do the eyes. So for this, so I did this gray sparkly paint all over her face. I'm going to come in with white. Even though her eyes are kind of left white because of the biscuit, I'm going to do some white paint on there to make it pop. And again, I'm not watering this down because I really want it to stick exactly where I put it. I don't want that to run anywhere. So the nice thing about this square and this paint is that it doesn't need to set any sort of special setting. You don't have to fire it. You don't have to do any sort of coating on top. It just dries And if for some reason you didn't like it, or maybe after a while you decided you wanted your catfish mermaid to be a different color, you can just paint over it. The bisqueware, like I said before, is really absorbent. It stays matte, like it's got a little bit of a sheen to it now. You can just paint right over if you want. It would take a few layers of paint before the texture on the bisqueware kind of filled in. Alright, so here's my trick for the eyeballs. So I painted her eyeballs extra white, and then I've got little paint pots here. I've got some black paint, and I'm just going to use the tip of my paintbrush and dip that in there. I don't really trust my hand being steady enough with the brush itself. I'm going to dip my paint in there, and then I'm just going to use that tip and really gently just pop right in the middle of the eye where I want her eyeball to be. Let me see if I can get any closer to show this. Hi Tatiana. Hi Jennifer. Hi Brianna. Alright, here we go. Let's get the light in here. And I'm just going to do a little boop. That one didn't go as smooth as I wanted, but there we go. So she's got a little bit, oh boy, she's going to be cross-eyed. That's okay. I probably should have waited for this white paint in the middle to dry. But I can always wait for it to dry and go back and fix it. Let's try the other one. This one might be dry now. Let me get my thing in there. And boop. That one worked better. So that's really how it's supposed to be. I'll come back in. Yeah, this white paint in this other eye is still kind of wet, so I may try and get that out. Oh, there we go. So I got it mostly out, and I'll go back and fix it when that paint is dry. Oh, Anna, you're right, it does look like a fox. Maybe it is a fox head. For some reason I'm thinking catfish this whole time. I can't decide. Either way, I like it. The weirder the better. So if you're just jumping in now, what I'm doing today, I'm doing some of my hurricane crafting, stuff I brought home from the store to keep me busy and actually just catch up on things I should be doing. These are some little sculptures that are made by my friend Lou Horton, who's a local artist. You can follow her Instagram at Lou Horton Sculptor and see more of these. So she's got a bunch of molds for these little bisqueware figurines, and they're very adorable. But what Lou likes to do is actually go in and swap the heads and bodies, which is how we have this mermaid body with a fox or catfish head figured out. She's got some other ones, like she's got little cherub bodies with bunny heads. She's got a mermaid with a poodle head. You should go to her Instagram and look. They're super cute. And Lou and I are working together to have these as a class at Craft Habit and also a kit. So in mid-October we'll do a class. You can come in, paint a few of these. Lou's going to come in and share her expertise. What I'm doing today is sort of beta testing some instructions to see if someone who is not super experienced at painting can get it right, and I think so. So yeah, so we're going to do a class in this. We're also going to put some kits together, so the kit would have a figurine in it, some paints, a paintbrush, some instructions. I know Lou is also working on an instructional video, so if you couldn't make it to the class, you can pick up some kits and do it yourself. Or if you do come to the class and then you just can't stop, you can get more to make more kits. I think she's working on some that will be have a little loop, like a wire loop on top, so they can be Christmas ornaments. Anyway, these are super fun, super easy. I think this will probably be a family-friendly class where you can bring kids maybe as young as 8 or 9. But it'll be fun. These are quick and easy and very satisfying and very cute. And if you want to see the process from start to finish, I have a video in our Instagram stories from this earlier this morning when I painted this little bun bun guy. And that was fun. Yep, so I'm just working on my mermaid hybrid thing. I think I can go in and fix her eyeball now. And I was saying before, the nice thing is with these, you can totally paint over them. There's no firing process. Yeah, I got it that time. There we go. She looks very alert now. So I've got her eyes. I'm probably going to do something on her nose. Oh, I know. I wanted to make some pink paint. I'm going to use some red and some white to make pink. I want to do the inside of her ears and maybe the tip of her nose pink. So I'm going to mix that up. Even though I'm not an experienced painter, I am an experienced preschool teacher, so I know a lot about mixing colors. If you have preschool age kids or ever have, you know that brown is the easiest color to mix because it's everything together. But we're gonna make pink, so I'm actually gonna start with white. When you're doing a light color, I always start with white and just add a little bit of color at a time until I get what I want. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to pour a little red here. It's already more than I need. Get my teeny weeny brush, poke the tip in there, and let's mix this up and see if that gets to be a pink I want. That's pretty close. I'm going to get a little bit more of the red. Yep, and now I've done the thing where I put too much red in there. It's okay, I've got extra white. I think if I pull those together, that's going to be just right. Alright, I've got a pink that I'm satisfied with down here. I'm going to get just a little bit on my brush. I'm going to go inside her ears first. Now look at this carefully. So you can't see it, but I'll show you when I get it in there. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so there's little pink ears. I'm going to try and get the tip of her nose too. It's smaller than the ears, so wish me a steady hand. This is definitely where I could use Lou looking over my shoulder to tell me, like, where does this nose stop? But I think that I will stop there. So she's got a little pink nose and some pink ears. I was going to do some shading in those little whiskers. I think I actually like it as it is. So I think I might be done for now. Probably what I'll do later when I know it's fully dry, so like in half an hour, I might go in and do more of a glitter wash over her tail. We've got some, Lou has given me the glitter gray that I've got on her body, and then also there's this opalescent white. So I might try those things out, because you know what, a mermaid hybrid animal can't have enough sparkle, nor can anything. Alright, so I think that's it. The power has stayed on through 2 videos. We're very lucky. I hope all of you are staying dry and staying safe. And Craft Habit, our store, is going to be closed through the weekend. We don't want anyone getting over there. We're like right on a floodplain, so don't go. But we'll be open again Tuesday. You can come check it out. And I will have this class listed on our website pretty soon. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, I'm just going to confirm our date and get it up there so that you can come and make some Nana's Nightmares as well. Thanks, guys.